Our Ford Bronco previously ran on BFG KO2s, but we have switched to KO3s. What do we think of them?
But first, a quick recap. We bought our Bronco Sasquatch package in 2021. With the stock Goodyear tires, we experienced countless punctures and slashes. In fact, a tire puncture nearly ruined our first off-road adventure at the Cerro Gordo Trail in California.
There's some good drama in that video, be sure to watch. After that, we switched to BFG KO2s and oh my gosh, it was a miracle. All the tire damage issues disappeared. BFG recently launched the successor to the KO2, the KO3, which I think is one better. They kindly sent us an early set of 315/70 R17s for our Bronco for us to review. The KO3s have a new compound and tread pattern that's supposed to enhance durability. We will judge that over the coming months. But for now, what are our first impressions of the KO3s both on and off-road based on 7 weeks and 1,700 miles of driving?
And to keep things interesting, we've returned to Cerro Gordo for another off-road adventure.
But first, some basic tests. We did our standard noise test, 45 miles an hour, exact same road we always do, and amazingly, the average decibel level after 3 runs was 2 dB lower than with the KO2s and matched the noise level of the stock tires. Now there's a ton of variability with sound testing, especially with the soft top, but what I know is that by sound level, this is right in the vein of what the stock tires produce. On-road, we're running the stock tire pressures as recommended by Ford, which is like a very healthy 39 PSI. And in cornering, where we live in the mountains, I don't notice any absence of grip. Steering feel is pretty consistent with what we had with the KO2s. In terms of ride quality, sweetie, did you notice any difference on the KO3s?
They didn't seem quite as smooth as the KO2s.
Well, and this is where we get to a twist in our story. These are the wrong load ratings! Dun dun dun!
What?
Dun, what? The KO2s we had were C load rated, and the ones we have here are F load rated. And in short, that load rating just means that the tires are constructed to hold more air and consequently a higher load. So if we had like a truck and it had a lot of weight in it, we'd want higher load tires. The downside to having a higher load tire is that they're constructed to hold more air, which means typically a thicker sidewall and a firmer ride. I'd agree with your assessment that there is a slight firmness, but the ride quality is not nearly as far off as you'd expect based on the load rating, and I'll bet if I didn't ask you, you probably wouldn't have noticed.
Perhaps, yes, you did ask me to really focus in on the ride quality.
With all that said, BFG is going to have a D load in our tire size coming in 2025, so perhaps we'll give those a go and see if ride quality improves. But yeah, for now, I'm not complaining. Looking at weight, our KO3s are heavy. They're up nearly 8 pounds versus our KO2s. However, you got to take that load rating into the equation, so I'm guessing with the D load rating, that weight increase won't be nearly as bad. Nonetheless, if we do get a tire slash, I'm going to get some lo-fi CrossFit into our day. Looking at average fuel economy over 1,700 miles, it dropped by 0.3 mpg.
What?
Yeah. With the increased tire weight, I fully expected a bigger drop. That is negligible.
And I guess we probably have 32 pounds of random crap in our car at any given time, so.
Yeah, that's what we call within the margin of error.
There have been no punctures.
The kid's right. No punctures, no damage, no nothing. We haven't experienced the KO3s yet in wintertime, but they are severe service wintertime rated, so they should perform well. They got that 3-peak thing on the sidewall that gives you some confidence in the wintertime, and we can attest to the fact that our KO2s did a killer job during a once-in-a-generation blizzard in the mountains where we live. It was wild.
We will let you know how the KO3s fare in mud and snow once winter is here.
By price, the BFG KO3s are notably more expensive than the stock tires and a little bit more expensive than the KO2s.
But in our experience, replacing tire after tire after tire with the stock Goodyears is not a value.
Also, the KO3s come with a 50,000 mile warranty, which does inspire confidence in their longevity.
This trail is rated a 5 out of 10 in difficulty level. Nothing too extreme, something a mid-level off-roader might attempt.
Although
Looks gnarly to me.
It looks gnarly to you. It's not the most extreme, but it's a pretty good challenge. A couple things. I aired down to 25 PSI. I was expecting there to be maybe some difficulty with tire deflection because of those that heavy load rating, but actually it seems to be morphing to the rocks pretty well. Things we're looking for here are in large part just traction. Like, how hard is it for us to get up these things? I was expecting a little bit more drama getting up that, but we rolled right up without any issues. We also have the locker, rear locker engaged, but this is a pretty good step up, and it's very loose, shaly rock, so far so good. Let me know if I'm gonna hit that quadcopter.
I'm getting close.
But look how cool the Bronco looks. We do have friends, but they're attending to a mechanical issue back there, so we're gonna make this up without a spotter. Kid, how you doing back there?
Good.
One of the things about the Cerro Gordo trails, you get a lot of these like really pointy, jagged, sharp rocks that could cause trouble. I'm gonna take this line and just see what happens. We get the right tire's gonna wind up on some rocks over there. Up we go. Haven't set down yet. You know what's funny?
No.
For as tricky as that looked, that didn't feel like an event at all.
Well, good. Oh,
Also,
wait, no, bad. That's bad for our video.
Yeah, we need more drama. Sweetie, go slash a tire. All right, well, we did that.
Nothing but smooth sailing.
Anytime we do that, we do the hard cut to like, here's where everything goes wrong. If we don't do the hard cut, then I guess it all went okay. Okay, we got one last little challenge here, which is just a little step up here. It's not terrible, but it just looks a little intimidating from the driver's seat. That's the problem with making YouTube videos, especially off-road, is that nothing ever seems particularly challenging. Sweetie, does that look challenging?
That looks so awful. Like, we're gonna go up that in this?
Sure are.
5 out of 10 difficulty.
I don't know if 5 out of 10 includes this little thing, which we could have easily bypassed, but so we're kind of nose up here. That's fun.
We're very nose up.
Easing into it, see what kind of traction we got. Yeah, man, that was easy. Good job, Muzio family.
Good job, sweetie.
But we're nearly off the mountain, and so far we've had no issues both on and off-road. We've had no reliability issues. The tires seem to perform like we would hope, and great off-road performance today too. What I'm really curious about is the 50,000 mile warranty. Like, how many miles can we squeeze out of these things with the new tread and the new compound?
And I'm excited to try them out during winter when we get our first snow, see how they do.
Oh man, school drop-off is gonna be killer. Family, I think we've done a good job testing out the KO3 tires. May I have a 5? And a 5. And you, come get your high five. Bam!